Hi guys, Nicholas here at Online Calisthenics, and today we're going to talk about the core. But one detail that really is important is the side of the core. So the obliques, most of the time, is what people lack training on. So today I wanted to show you 3 exercises that are great to target the size of your abs, basically, and get really a good burn and really great progress overall once you get these moves in. Also wanted to remind you guys to please click the like button if you find this video helpful. That really helps finding the content for people that don't know about the channel. I highly appreciate your help. So thanks for that. So let's dive into the movements. And the first thing we're going to talk about is the ins and outs. It's a movement you need to do on parallel bars, or parallettes work as well. Let's play it, and I'm going to give you a few details after that. So here it is on the parallel bars, and I'll let you look at it. All right, so very simple, as you can see. It's all about the details and how you execute the form that you will make progress if you do it right. So from here, you just stand on your hands, just, protracted shoulders. You want to really power. You want the power to be in your shoulders. Don't let it sag down. You want your serratus, the bottom of your chest as well, nicely engaged. You want your pelvis to be tilted here at the hip level, and engage your core as fully as possible. The goal is to bring one leg straight and put it over the bar, then under the bar and come back every side. So here it is. Here, see, I'm dropping my foot under the bar and come back without touching the actual bar. So it makes you brake in a way, you kind of have to press on the brakes with your core so that your leg doesn't fall down. And it's actually demanding to do. And especially if you do multiple reps at a time. So here, under the bar, come back, don't touch. Over the bar, down, don't touch, etc., etc. And you got to breathe through this thing so that it doesn't get exhausting. For those of you guys who can't do that yet because you might be limited in your range of motion in the hips for different reasons, you can just try to lift your leg up and put it over the bar already. That would be a great way to start. And little by little, you progress and you try to put it over and lower than it is right now. And you build your progress like this. You'll see that it's going to engage the side of your core a ton once your leg starts to go on the side. And when it descends, it really going to really put a focus on the side of your core. And it's a really great way to address this region of the body, because a lot of people, they do classic ab workouts, but besides the twists, and sometimes they do Russian twists and things like that, but this is a great way to lift your leg and then put it sideways as well, so that it really creates a good amount of tension in the core, and really you'll get great results from doing this. Let's move on to the next movement, which is also on parallel bars. And I'm going to play the video and we'll talk about the details. You want to keep that form nice and straight and clean. And it's basically all about walking slow. So it's called a slow walk. And it's basically an imaginary road here on the parallel bars. And you try to make your way sideways, both sides basically. And you can repeat for time. There's no amount of reps for this one. It's really about how clean you can continue doing it. And when we do it, it kind of looks like when we're like a mime would do when they try to pretend that they're walking on the road. So you want to really be disciplined about how you move your legs and slow enough so that it looks like you're walking. In this example, I really go to the side. So what's cool with this is if you do that properly, you really target once your leg again start to go sideways, you kind of really feel the torque on the side of your core, and that really elevates the tension that you put in there. So let's play it again. Here I'm gonna go, see I'm descending a little bit with my arms, give myself some room here. So it's kind of like a little micro dip here, and then you want to push your body away on the side and try to pretend you're walking on an imaginary road that will be sideways in a way. You do a couple of steps on the left and then come back in the middle, walk it again, and then move your way to the right side and do a couple of steps there and move on again. You can alternate left to right and do it for time. So anywhere from 30 to 45 seconds per set would be a good start. And then, work your way up from there. And it's really a good burn. So if you repeat that enough, you will feel the burn. So try to really be as disciplined as possible about how you move it, because that makes a difference. The slow movement really make a difference, sorry. So repeat that as often as possible, include that in your drills, and you'll see it's going to make your obliques really burn, and it's going to be a good workout, really overall, a good addition to whatever you're currently doing. It's going to be a great addition. Let's move on to the third exercise here. We're going to basically do shadow boxing with a band. So I'm using a resistant band here. It's really light. It's like this thick. So it's rather on the lighter side. It allows me to move. So I really lock it behind my shoulders. Put your hands in both loops here. And then you really want to alternate shadow boxing side to side, again for time. And I'm going to play it and give you a few pointers here so that you can do it as best as possible. So here's how it looks. Slow-mo. So right, left, and etc., etc. You want to breathe through it, and it's way harder than it looks. So basically, I'm repeating on both sides with my normal stand and then the orthodox stand, or basically my opposite stand. My natural stand would be my left foot in front of me, and you want to practice both sides of the movement. So let me give you a few, let's address a few details here. Really important thing here when you do this exercise, and regardless with the band or not, you want to drive your upper body with your lower body. So my foot here, my right foot, when I move my right arm, is going to be very important. You'll see that it really helps triggering. So basically you're pushing in your toes while that initiates that hip twist, if you'd like. So you want to coordinate the feet with the shoulder so that it creates a good pattern, and your obliques are exactly in the middle, and they help you get that torque in the middle. So activate your feet. So when you're here, don't stay still on your feet like super straight, just give yourself a little bit of room, stay on your toes, light here, and then try to really move. You want to twist your core sideways every time you just punch. So the bend helps controlling the motion, and it gives you a good amount of resistance so you can feel what you're doing. And if you do it right enough and long enough, you will feel the burn, and it's going to be a great addition again to your current routine. So let me show you that again. So here, slow motion, see, like, boom, my right foot goes exactly with my right hand. Here, I'm finishing strong with so it allows me to push in my core. That's really the driver of my hand here. Don't think of driving the movement with your hand. Really try to drive it from the bottom up. So from the foot to the hip to the fist, to the shoulder and then the fist. It really is like tack, 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 and then boom in the fist. So if you do that regularly enough, you'll see a great burn, and surprisingly quick, actually. You'll see it's harder, it's demanding once you start doing it quite fast and for long enough. So here, and then again, just one more time on the other side, you just switch it up, and you'll see that one foot is going to be harder, but it's okay. See here, I'm again driving my left hand with my left foot, and that's a pattern that I'm trying to repeat. And make sure you breathe throughout this, because you'll be gassed out pretty quick. So every time you try to exhale when you punch, that's the idea here. You want to be constantly exhaling every time you throw a punch away, because that helps the motion to be more fluid and just more coherent overall. So work on your obliques, really the twisting, the sideways, all of these motions really, really are crucial to a strong core, because again, many people, think of doing upper body crunches or whatever they're doing that is basically forward and trying to compress their core, which is great. But don't forget about all the other motions that your core is supposed to be doing. It's really a 360-degree motion. Really, it makes you bend your back, it makes you twist, it makes you go sideways and forward, of course. But don't forget about the obliques and the twists. They're going to be very efficient, and you'll make progress overall in everything else that you do once you start getting solid obliques. So I highly recommend these, and give it a try and let me know how it works. Thanks for watching again. If you have any questions, you can drop in the comment and I'll be happy to answer. We have some free ebooks on the website at onlinecalisthenics.com that helps you getting started. You have a lot of free resources. We also have paid memberships that are really, really full of stuff. It's one of the cheapest deal on the market, really. There's hundreds of videos, tons of workouts, and everything else that's not workout, really. And I insist on that because a lot of programs out there give you, sets and reps and some videos. But I really insist that there's tons of ebooks. I wrote about 10 ebooks. It's a lot of resources and content that talk about everything else that's not fitness. Basically, it's lifestyle, it's food, there's a lot of different things, breathing, mobility. These are all part of wellness, basically, but it's not purely workout. So I encourage you guys to try it. There's 3 days for free when you get started, so you really get nothing to lose. If you like it, you keep it. If you don't, you can cancel it anytime. So again, thanks for your support. Give it a try on the exercise that we talked about today, and I will be back next week with a new video. Thanks, guys.